It was a busy week this last week for the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, CITN, the only body statutorily empowered by law to regulate the taxation profession in Nigeria. The CITN held a series of events to wrap up activities for the year 2024. From the two-day pre-induction orientation program, to the induction ceremony, to the conferment of fellowship title on members of the Institute, and the annual dinner and awards ceremony. From Wednesday 20th to Thursday 21st November 2024, the Institute held a two-day pre-induction orientation program to sensitize and equip the would-be inductees with the requisite knowledge and skills to excel in their chosen profession.
The two-day pre-induction orientation training has been carefully packaged to provide vast insight into the Nigerian tax system that will expose you to recent developments in national and international tax administration as well as contemporary trends in the digital economy. To achieve objectives for this orientation program, we have carefully chosen and scrutinized our experienced facilitators to ensure that they are relational and practical in their presentation to broaden our horizon on tax practice and administration. Let me assure you that having actively participated in the two-day program and having met all other associated requirements, at the end of this event, you would have been fully equipped to be found fit and qualified to be inducted as associate member of the one and only professional tax body, the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria.
As you come on board, there are a lot of things to know. If you want to be a tax professional and you want to make headway, the competition out there is enormous, it's big, and many things are changing rapidly. I'll give you an example. The Economic Stabilization Bill, that is in the National Assembly, will bring a lot of fallout that will require people to have material that they can relate with. Because the bill, and we pray, the act to come, will not explain everything, particularly to the students. So if you want to be an author, you have the room to do that, if that is your area of strength. You want to be an academic, lot of rooms. And for your information, as we speak, we have about 34 tertiary institutions in the country today offering taxation. So if you want to be a lecturer in taxation, and they are spread across the country, you must learn, and you must learn, and you must learn, because things keep on changing. And the leg of taxation that is law will not allow you not to read. You must keep on reading, and the moment you do that, you'll be a great professional. I will be proud of you. You don't want to have petitions from a taxpayer reporting tax professionals, they are consultant to us. We don't want that. And this report can come if you have demonstrated incompetence or there's anything fraud that is linked to you. They will bring it. We have solid structure that handle that. And I'll be chairman of investigation panel in the institute. It's not a place I wish anybody to come to. And that is why I am laying this background. I say it again, people assume knowledge and they assume it wrongly. You can't assume it in taxation, because a mistake will cost your client billions of naira, and nobody wants to lose money. It will go after you.
Various papers were presented by seasoned tax experts to bring participants up to speed on the recent happenings in the tax space. Questions were asked and answers were given. After the two-day pre-induction orientation program came the D-Day, the induction ceremony, held on Friday the 22nd of November 2024. The induction ceremony was the 51st in the series of induction ceremonies held by the CITN. The event was well attended, having top government officials, and personalities among those to be inducted into the ranks of associate member of the Institute. Dr. Titilayo Fowoko, Chairman, Membership and Professional Conduct Committee of the Institute, welcomed participants to the epochal event.
Today marks a significant milestone in the professional journey of our prospective members. All seated here, we have over 1,300 that are going to be inducted today. To our inductees, this day is significant as it marks the beginning of a lifelong commitment to excellence, professionalism, and integrity. You are not only joining an esteemed body, but are also accepting the responsibility of upholding the values and standards that this institute stands for. As we gather here, we reflect on the tremendous growth of the institute since its inception and the vital role that taxation plays in nation building. The CITN has consistently upheld its mission of promoting the study and practice of taxation, as well as maintaining the highest ethical standards within the profession. Our inductees, you will today continue this legacy, contributing to the transparent and efficient administration of tax systems, both in Nigeria and beyond. I encourage you to continuously strive for knowledge, remain committed to ethical practices, and be proactive in adapting to the evolving landscape of taxation, especially in this digital age. Embrace mentorship and hold your professional career and personal developments dear to your heart. I urge you all to celebrate not just the achievements of today, but the promise of the future. A future where taxation continues to be a cornerstone of economic progress and social development.
In his welcome address, the 16th president of the Institute laid out the expectations of Council.
It is pertinent at this time to restate that the expectations of Council on you are now broad-based. As you progress in your various fields, please do not fall into the trap of complacency. The Institute expects you to hold in high esteem our core values, which we have redefined as STEP. The acronym is STEP. S standing for service, T standing for teamwork, E standing for excellence, and P standing for professionalism. Once you have this at the center of your heart, then you'll be good to go. It is equally expedient to reacquaint members of the Council assiduous effort towards enhancing the value placed on the Institute's certificate. As you are aware, customized stamps have been introduced to be used by tax practitioners in filing their tax return and also to advise on correspondences. So, if you are in practice, get across to the Secretariat and get the necessary instrument to facilitate and make your practice very smooth.
Mrs. Afolake Osho is the Registrar Chief Executive of the CITN.
In our relentless pursuit of expanding our presence worldwide and fostering international collaboration, I am pleased to announce the establishment and the registration of the CITN UK and District Society under the laws of England. Can we put our hands together, please? This achievement marks a pivotal milestone in our Institute's journey towards global recognition and influence in the field of taxation. I am also excited to inform you about the soon inauguration of the North American and District Society. It is in the pipeline and it will soon come to manifestation. This also reflects our commitment to further extend our reach and influence across the globe. I therefore employ all members residing in the UK to join the CITN UK and District Society, and for those in America, you can reach out to me for the link to join our members that are there. After your induction today, those that are willing to venture into tax practice can apply for the practice license of the Institute. The prerequisite for application is 18 months of tax working experience pre or post membership of our great institutes. I will also implore you to familiarize yourself with our statements of taxation standards 1 to 10. You can get them on the website. We also have the professional rules and practice guidelines to guide you in your tax practice.
Highlight of the event was the presentation of awards to students who distinguished themselves at the April 2024 professional examination.
We'll start with the presentation of the best student in business law, and the winner is Basi Ofyong Adie. The best student in financial accounting goes to the same person, Basi Ofyong Adie. The best student in economics, and the winner is still the same person, Basi Ofyong Adie. The best student in corporate risk and ethics, and the winner is Fuad Bello Imam. The best student in financial reporting is Adelu Abdurrahman Ademola. The best female in international tax, and the winner is Majason Kadijat Titilope. The best female in international tax analysis goes to Yakubu Balkis Aminu, the best student in financial tax analysis. And the winner is Yakub Balkis Aminu, the best female student in tax audit and investigation. And the winner is Majason Kadijat Titilope, the best student in tax audit and investigation. The winner of the award is Olaniyan Adedamola Oladotu. The best student in income tax for specialized business, and the winner of the award for the third time is Yakub Balikis Amin, the best overall graduating female student award, and the winner of the award is Yakub Balikis Amin, overall graduating student, and the winner of this award is no other person but Yakub Balikis Amin.
And then the high point of the event, the formal induction of 1,365 men and women into the ranks of associate member of the Institute.
The 16th President, Mr. Samuel Agbelui, MNI, FCTI, it is my singular honor to present to you a total of 1,365 inductees who have met with the stringent membership requirements as set by Council and in line with the Institute's charter. I hereby recommend the induction of these individuals into the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, as they are now qualified to join the rank of professionals who bear the prestigious title of Chartered Tax Professionals and are ready to make significant contributions to the growth and development of the tax profession in Nigeria.
By the power conferred on me as the President Chairman of Council of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, I hereby call on all inductees, raise your right hand and take the oath of allegiance as follows. I do solemnly swear that I shall always comply with the provision of the Institute Charter, bear true allegiance to the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, obey all rules and regulations of the Institute from time to time, comply with all codes of ethics and standards of the Institute from time to time. So help me God. Congratulations. 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 I celebrate you and I wish you well as you move forward
as a member of this institute.
Words of counsel came from several quarters to charge the newly inducted tax practitioners.
As a professional, how do you become that professional that, you know, can hold his own at any point in time? Like Prof. Vincent says, life favors those who prepare. So you must be prepared for everything. And if you don't prepare, it's always going to be very difficult. You must be intentional. You must be intentional and put in the work. So even though you have been inducted today, I know so many of us may not have passed through the exam. I remember a lot of people that have passed through our classes in those days when we were teaching students. So many of them are lawyers who are not really willing or planning to become an accountant. But of course, they want to go through the class. They just come to enter the tax class alone. You can do the same thing. That will deepen your understanding of the tax and account, maybe tax basically, because you need to have some brief knowledge of the calculation and all the principles that are required. So if you think you are not up to speed, and see, there's nobody that is can say confidently, I have reached the peak when it comes to taxation. Okay, so you must be intentional in whatever you are doing, and you must always place yourself at those particular places. Prioritize growth and development. Of course, money will come. I'm sure a lot of us are hoping that we'll suddenly become making a lot of money. Money will definitely come if you do all the proper things that you are supposed to do, and you mark your time. If you come to my office today, some people come, some of my mates, this is where you are. Yes, it has taken over 26 years. We are 26 years old now as a firm. And so getting to that level is not something that we did overnight. I know also a number of people who set up a firm in and out. Today you are a managing consultant, tomorrow you are an employee. You know, it doesn't really work very well. If you want to practice, please remain in the practice. All right? And then stay there. If you truly stay where you are, people will identify you. Try to identify your niche, where you are expert in. Of course, for me, I went into UK taxation because I noticed that when people come to our office and they say, this is a local firm, they don't know anything. So I went to look for the very crunchy part of UK taxation, specializing in UK tax and European, particularly the German tax. We need to get to those levels where you are very particular about what you do. Prioritize development and knowledge. Stay informed and keep up to date on tax laws. You also have to position yourself for opportunities. If you don't have the knowledge, nobody will come to you. You must see, taxation is about law and knowledge. You must continually be above board when it comes to interpretation of law and the application.
Today, put it in your mind. You have joined the wagons of Chartered Institute of Taxation. You are supposed to be upright, honest. Integrity should be your watchword. Your integrity matters, and I hope we know the definition of integrity. It's doing the right thing when nobody is watching you. I'm happy for you. You are coming on the board today. Now we are moving into the digital nation. We are going to have a paradigm shift completely from the way how we are conducting our tax issues. Digitalism now is coming in, and that is the only thing which will even assist us to grow our own IGR. So I'm just advising you, as you are graduating today and you are becoming a professional member of CITN, please and please, go and see how you can uprise the level of your proficiency in IT, tax, management, because that is a key issue now. Secondly, please be an upright person. Thirdly, please search for knowledge. Knowledge will not search for you.
On the sidelines of the event, Pressmen spoke to the 16th president of the Institute and other distinguished personalities on the impact of the proposed tax bill on the Nigerian economy.
If you're talking of reform, we're already doing a lot of reform. And some of the things that is happening is in terms of looking at our tax system holistically, which is currently what is done, to be sure that it's simplified, it is easy, and people can trust the system, and the system can also trust the people, and there'll be voluntary compliance. And that's part of what reform is going on now with the current 4 bills that are before the National Assembly, for us to see how best we can remove all those archaic laws and make the laws very simplified and easy to administer. And that's what forms the new 4 bills: Nigerian Tax Bill, Nigerian Tax Administration Bill, Joint Revenue Bill, and also the last bill.
The bill has been introduced to the National Assembly. It's an encompassing a wholesale, restructuring and reconfiguration and enactment of all the Nigerian tax laws. And therefore, it is expected that all the tax laws are consolidated into one place. The administration is also in another place. And of course, it is expected that it will widen the tax net, simplify taxation. So most of the old laws have been rewritten, particularly all those ones that are written by our colonial masters. So we expect that it will make it easy for compliance, make it easy for remittance, make it easy for taxpayers to even pay the taxes they want to pay. So definitely it's a very welcome development.
Well, the first thing about the bill is that it's going to bring sanity into Nigerian tax space. As against having various form of taxes, multiplicity of taxes, that is going to be reduced, and there's going to be certainty as to what the government will be collecting, what will be collected at the federal level, what will be collected at the state and local government, and the activities of the non-state actors will be curbed. So because they also factor into what is being introduced. So you agree with me that when non-state actors collect taxes in the country, it doesn't do anybody any good. So these are part of the benefits that Nigeria will have from this new tax that is in the National Assembly. I'll give you an example. This is giving a lot of privilege, focus to the small and medium scale enterprise. Before now, company with turnover of about 25 million were exempted from taxes. But that threshold has been increased to 50 million. That means many companies will be allowed to concentrate on their business. You will agree with me that payment of taxes is reduction of working capital. Once this is done, then of course, many companies will grow, and by tomorrow, they will flourish and prosper to be able to enter into the large tax paying corporate citizens.
The personalities also had more words for the inductees.
As we have already told them, the only way you can be a tax expert is if you increase your knowledge. They must continue to learn on the job. They must continue to be deliberate in what they do in terms of gaining more knowledge, make themselves conversant and relevant by being above board, particularly when it comes to new tax provisions. Even the existing one, they need to increase their knowledge. They need to know all those provisions so that they can speak, they can advise the taxpayers to comply. They can also, those who are working with government, will be able to guide the government authorities in order to enhance their collection at all times.
Integrity. That is the key to the generation of revenue. No matter how much you are charging, and no matter how volume you are collecting, so long as you have leakages, you will not see anything. So we need people to be upright, both the tax collectors and the tax payees. Once that one is done, we don't have problem. But the problem with Nigeria is technicalities. We need people, upright people, to be tax collectors. And we need even those people who are paying the tax to obey the law and pay what is due for the government, so that the government will have enough to do what? For developmental projects. Once we have that one, and I tell you, we don't have problem.
Tax is dynamic, and they are coming in at a time that there are a lot of changes in the tax space that definitely will change the narrative in the Nigerian economy. I enjoin them even to be dedicated to uphold the ethics of the profession, and as well to go out there and preach the doctrine of a sound system, a sound tax system, and bring in more revenue for the economy.
Big congratulations to the newly inducted men and women. Here is wishing you all the very best.